Okay, let's unpack this. You've got the brand new 8K TV, the latest console, an amazing sound system, and then nothing.
Right.
The screen just goes black right in the middle of the movie, where the sound cuts out. It's that compatibility headache.
It is.
So today, our deep dive is into what you could call a universal translator for all that modern AV gear, a little box designed to fix those exact nightmares.
We're looking at the Blustream SM11EARC-8K. It's an advanced signal manager, and its whole reason for being is to fix those communication failures.
Things like EDID and that dreaded HDCP handshake.
Exactly. Those tricky EDID handshakes that tell your gear what it can handle, and especially the HDCP2.3 failures that just stop the picture cold.
Okay, just to set the stage, this isn't a cheap little adapter. It's $469.
And it comes with a 5-year warranty, which, says a lot about their confidence in the hardware.
Okay, so what's the core function here? What makes it so special?
At its heart, it's all about bandwidth. It's a compatibility bridge that fully supports the HDMI 2.1 spec. We're talking 40 gigabits per second.
40. So it can handle basically anything you throw at it, including HDR.
Right, that's the key. But here's the interesting part. You asked about HDCP 2.3. Why do we need a box for something that's supposed to be standard?
Exactly. It should just work.
It should, but implementation can be messy, different brands, different timing requirements. It causes something installers call clock stretching.
So the devices are out of sync.
Precisely. This manager just intercepts the signal, it stabilizes it, and makes sure that HDCP 2.3 compliance check happens perfectly. No more black screen.
Okay, let's get into the video specs, because this is where it gets really interesting. The sources say it handles up to 8K at 60 Hz.
It does, but there's a small catch there. It's with YCbCr 4.2.0 10-bit color.
Right, so you're sacrificing a little bit of color information.
A little bit, yeah, to get that super high refresh rate at 8K. But if you want perfect color, it still does 8K at 30 Hz with full 4.4.4 color.
And for gaming, what's the sweet spot?
For gaming, it's 4K at 120 Hz, and that's with full RGB 4.4.4 color. No compromises.
And it supports the actual gaming features you'd want with that, like low latency modes.
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge part of the picture here. It supports ALLM, that's auto low latency mode, and VRR, variable refresh rate.
So no screen tearing, no input lag.
Zero. It's exactly what you'd want for a competitive setup.
The video management is impressive, but I think the audio side is where this thing really earns that advanced title.
It really is a two-way street for audio. It can act as a de-embedder, so it pulls audio out of the HDMI signal, or it can be an embedder. It can inject a new audio source into the HDMI signal, and it passes through everything. Dolby Atmos, DTS HD, you name it.
So it's like an audio Swiss Army knife. I see it has multiple outputs.
It does. You get an independent audio-only HDMI output that's specifically for sending ARC or eARC audio to your soundbar or receiver.
Okay, so you can split the signal. High-end audio to the sound system.
And at the same time, it can de-embed to an optical digital output and even an analog LR output.
But the analog is just two-channel, right?
That's right. Those two only support two-channel PCM. But the flexibility is the point.
Wait, so let me get this straight. I can send my 8K video to the TV, and at the same time, send the full eARC Dolby Atmos stream to my soundbar.
Yes, and you could even send a stereo version to a different zone through the analog or optical outputs.
That is incredibly flexible, and I saw something in the sources about it working without a display.
That's the aha detail. You can use it just to extract audio. If you have DAR source and you just want to pull an Atmos stream for a sound system without even turning on a projector, it can do that. It acts as the HDMI endpoint itself.
So to sum this up, the Blustream SM11EARC-8K is basically this powerful, compliant hub that just sits in the middle of everything and forces all your expensive gear to play nice.
It guarantees that communication happens. It removes the guesswork and the frustration.
And I think that brings us to a really interesting final thought.
Yeah.
Considering how much engineering goes into this box just to manage signals, to extract complex audio like Atmos while stabilizing a massive 8K video feed, it suggests something.
I think I know where you're going.
Even as video bandwidth keeps skyrocketing, maybe the real persistent engineering challenge isn't just pushing more pixels. Maybe it's making sure the sound, the critical audio information, can actually keep up reliably.